This is about to be authentic. This is why I like this. Okay? This RFK Jr. confirmation hearing, it's about to get real authentic here in a minute, because RFK Jr. is literally as nutty as he comes off to be, okay? So let's watch this shit. Let's watch RFK Jr. get confirmed. Oh.
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither.
Oh, damn, it's going to be tough. It's tough. Although doing the RFK it's a very easy impersonation to do. Very easy.
I am pro-safety.
Oh, wait.
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither.
What? I'm with that lady. What? What? Dude, the reason your fans like you is because you're anti-vaccine and anti-industry. What are you talking about?
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither. I am pro-safety.
That's right, lady. Yeah, she's getting a cheer.
Please proceed, Mr. Kennedy.
Hold on.
I am pro-safety.
How many times does applause for a heckler break out in the first place? But how many times does applause for a heckler at a Senate confirmation hearing ever happen? That's a one-off, right?
I've worked for years to raise awareness about the mercury.
A letter the committee received from Ambassador Carolyn Kennedy.
Look at his ass. He's fucking... Hold on. The brainworm was seizuring. Dude, look at the brainworm.
Kennedy.
You can see the brainworm.
I worked for years to raise awareness
Watch this shit.
about the mercury.
Look at that. Oh,
Letter the
brother.
committee received from Ambassador Carolyn Kennedy.
Look at his ass. Look at his ass. Okay, somebody help me out. Does RFK Jr. have some other shit going on? I thought it was just like a throat thing. He looks like he got some other, like he's got like some neuro shit going on. Oh yeah, a brainworm. Never mind. I'm going with their applauding the heckler.
And to the audience.
Oh, she's a nurse. She was a nurse.
Hold on for a second, Mr. Kennedy. To the audience.
I do feel bad for the security, though. I do feel bad for those people.
You have previously falsely suggested that the polio vaccine killed many, many, many.
Dude, it's in a fucking book. That's like the best part about this. This is how stupid America is. This is how dumb Americans are. Bro literally wrote a fucking book. Like, it's not like he said some shit. Like, you take some of the Trump stuff, right? And it's like, he said soldiers are suckers and losers, right? And Trump can go like, I never said it. I never said that, even though we're like, we 100% heard you call John McCain a piece of garbage. Like, no, like, we believe that you said that shit, bro. And he's like, I didn't say it. You can't prove I did. Like, at least he can say, like, that shit got said. Like, it's not written down. Sometimes it is written down. With Trump, a lot of times, actually, it is written down. On Twitter, on Truth Social, in texts, in emails, probably on a napkin. Most likely on some white trash lady's titty. Anyways, I digress. I'm just saying, with Donald Trump, like, he says shit around people and then they tell you he said this shit. With fucking RFK Jr., he wrote a book. Why are these people not just holding up the book like, okay, so chapter 2, section 3, paragraph 4. I'm going to read this to you ver-fucking-batum. He has spastic dysphonia. Oh, it is neurological. Look at me. I'm up here. I'm being very ableist. I'm sorry. Do not cancel me.
Many more people than polio ever did by causing fatal cancers, while rigorous safety studies show that to be.
Imagine defending polio. Imagine defending polio. You're like, polio wasn't that bad. You know what was bad? The polio vaccine.
Completely false. Now,
what's up, Natalie?
Go to something we agree upon.
What's up, Max?
I am really heartened to see that one area
Look at
where
his
we
ass.
agree on is on women's reproductive freedom. In your own words, it's not the government's place to tell people what to do with their bodies. You said that, correct?
Softball. Come on, bro. That was softball. Look at that look on his face. Hold on. Let's go back just like half a second. Look at the look. My dude. That's just a nod. Just fucking nod to that one. Just like, come on, brother. You can do it. Oh.
Yep. Mr. Kennedy, in 2023, you came to New Hampshire. Yep.
Oh,
Mr.
he said it
Kennedy,
off
in
the mic. Okay.
2023, you came to New Hampshire and said, quote, I'm pro-choice. I don't think the government has any business telling people what.
Hold on. She's setting him up, huh? Damn. It's too nice. She's being too nice. She is setting his ass up, isn't she?
What they can or cannot do with their bodies.
Saying, bitch.
So you said that, right?
Yes.
Yep. But you also said
He said, here it is. The reveal. Hey, how much do I have to pay one of you guys to do that for me? I mean, not on show, just normally in real life, just all the time. I need a person that stands behind me and fucking like does the memes for me. I need a memer, a real life memer. How much do I have to pay for that? Can I get somebody on Fiverr?
we need to trust the women to make that choice because I don't trust government to.
Oh, she's still setting it up. Dude, how many boards are there? She's still setting it up.
Make any choices. You said that too, right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It is remarkable that you have such a long record of fighting for women's reproductive freedom, and really great that my Republican colleagues are so open to voting for a pro-choice HHS secretary. So,
dude, he blinked on that one. He was like, fuck. He's like, this fucking lady just did me dirty. Look at that blink.
That my Republican
Watch the
colleagues
blink.
are so open to voting for a pro-choice HHS secretary. So, Mr. Kennedy, I'm confused. You have clearly stated in the past that bodily autonomy is one.
Look at bro. Oh my god, dude. Hold on, is he an alien? Like that could okay. I've told you guys before. I am not sure these people are human. If you could, I'm not a big conspiracy dude, but you could convince me that these are serpent people. Or Lemurians, also Lemurians.
One of your core values.
Saturn Allen.
The question is, do you stand for that value or not? When was it that you decided to sell out the values you've had your whole life in?
God damn. Damn, this lady is. God damn. That is harsh. I almost feel empathy. Almost. Not really. Not at all, actually.
In order to be given power by President Trump.
Senator, I agree with President Trump that every abortion is a tragedy.
No.
That we can't be a moral authority in this country.
Right, but that isn't what you said back in New
Oh, shit.
Hampshire in 2023. My question is exactly when did you decide to sell out your life?
Damn, look at the lady with the glasses sitting next to her, too. Look, dude with the glasses just staring down at his lap like, man, he done fucked up. This is bad. And the lady with the glasses next to her is just like, yeah, tell him, RFK Jr. Tell him. Look, the girl in the back smirking as she looks at her phone. She's probably texting right now. She's probably like, this RFK Jr. moron is getting fucking rolled right now. Dude.
Life's work and values to get this position.
Senator, I agree with President Trump that every abortion is a tragedy.
So what you're telling us, just to be clear, because my time is limited, is that regardless of what you believe, regardless of what values you have, if President Trump tells you to do something, you're going to do it. You said just now.
Yeah, you saw the picture of him eating the McDonald's. Look, the dude was fucking chowing down on some straight up alleged kangaroo meat, okay? And some fucking deep fried fat fries, okay? Like, he don't have values. He has no morals. Bro is not, he just wants to be somebody. Look, his uncle was JFK. His dad, RFK, right? Because he's junior, right? 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 Look, he's nobody. He's a dude that cut a head off a whale. He's a dude that fucking got a brain worm from a dead bear carcass that he was apparently planting on a bike in Central Park. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of claim to fame. He just wants anything and everything he can get, and Donald Trump is free access right now. Just like he is pay to play. If you give Donald Trump like $50, he will let you stand on the side of the podium.
Now, the discussion about mifepristone. Oh, he's
Eat
not
it, Robert.
the safety of it.
Trump is really his daddy.
Here are the safety studies that tell us mifepristone is safe and effective. And I asked Mr. Chair that these about 40 studies be admitted to the record by.
Damn. But RFK Jr. is like, but I know one scientist, no one really likes him. He said, mephistoprone bad.
By unanimous consent.
Without objection.
So the studies are there. The safety is proved. The science is there. But what you're telling us is.
He's like, yeah, but to be honest with you, if I say any of that, like literally no one will follow me. I have no friends, 0 friends. No one likes me. I'm not one of the cool Kennedys. All the other Kennedys hate me. All I have left is fucking gullible conspiracy theorists. That's all I got left. I'm like, what do you want me to say, lady? I have no friends.
Is if President Trump orders you
to
take action to make it harder for women to get direly needed health care, you'll follow his order. If Mr. Trump, as he did yesterday, orders a halt on Medicaid payments.
Look at his ass.
That are essential.
Just getting torn open,
people
dude.
with disabilities all around this country.
But I'm
You're
silent.
going to follow that order because you are willing to sacrifice your values, your knowledge, if President Trump tells you to do that. That, to me, is unacceptable in a Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Damn.
As I explained before, the White House has issued a statement saying that that policy will not deprive any American of benefits.
The problem is the White House issued that statement only after we pointed out the damage.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and let's talk about some other things, okay? Well, let's talk about the fact that Donald Trump said he had no idea what Project 2025 is, when we know every fucking Republican presidential candidate has known what the Heritage Foundation, who produces Project 2025, was since fucking Reagan, okay? Let's remember that Donald Trump, in like 2017, when he was first elected, said, I've gotten 60 to 70% of the Heritage Foundation's Republican mandate already completed, and I'm only a year into my presidency, and then turned around and went, what's a Heritage Foundation? Never heard of Project 2025. Let's talk about the fact that Donald Trump said he had no idea who the Heritage Foundation was, nor did he know what Project 2025 was, and then he immediately made them part of his cabinet. Yeah, they say a lot of things at the White House, and then they do the opposite. This is literally something I pointed out the other day in one of my videos, is like, they say, oh, he's just joking about sending the IRS agents to the border. Just joking. But in the same fucking sentence, he said, yeah, we wanted to get rid of the income tax. That would be pretty cool. So you voted for him because you thought he would get rid of the income tax. Is he just joking? So if he's not joking about the income tax, because he said it the same fucking way, then was he not joking about the fucking IRS agents? And we all know what the answer is. He says shit out into the air, and if enough people nod their head or suck that knob, he's like, oh, okay, I guess I can do it. All right. That's the problem. They're a bunch of fucking enablers.
It would do, and it became politically uncomfortable for them. You know what else that freeze on federal funding did? It halted funds for critical research that could cure
Yeah, he doesn't believe in any of that.
Pediatric cancer. So if the president tells you to do that, you're going to stop that too.
Didn't they freeze Medicaid too, just for like a minute, and they were like, oops, we didn't know? Didn't they say that shit? Didn't they put out a statement that said they were unaware that it would affect Medicaid?
That's enough.
I got a real quick.
Like, That's like if fucking, like, I put a freeze on my employees' wages. And then they came to get their checks, and I was like, oh, I was unaware that you guys wouldn't get checks if I put a freeze on your ability to be paid. I had no idea. My bad. I would understand if people didn't want to work with me.
Question for you. Are you a conspiracy theorist?
The worm is on the mic, Redonk.
That is a pejorative, Senator.
Oh, that's their defense. God damn it. It's so insane. Holy shit. These people are fucking NPCs. Oh my God. It's so amazing. It's actually kind of amazing, to be honest with you guys. Every single time you say, that person's a conspiracy theorist, the person you're saying it about goes, first of all, that's a pejorative. Holy shit, that's so amazing. I mean, I'm not even mad. I'm fucking impressed. This is like, it's like a memo. It's a memo that goes around and they all know how to respond. As soon as they call you a conspiracy theorist, remember, your first response must always be, that's a pejorative. Jesus Christ, that's so crazy.
Applied to me mainly to keep me from asking difficult questions of powerful interests. I was told that I was a conspiracy theorist. That label was applied to me because I said that the vaccines, the COVID vaccine, didn't prevent transmission and it wouldn't prevent infection.
Yeah, and see, so here's my problem with conspiracy theorists. That's not, like, they try to boil it down to, like, when they get called out on any of their bullshit, it's always like, oh, no, like, we were saying the whole time that it didn't transmit. You also said that people were going to die in 5 years. You also said that people were fucking shedding the vaccine through the air on each other. This is my problem with conspiracy theorists, is they start out real fucking hard. They start out with this like fucking, like everybody's gonna die. It's the worst possible thing. They're putting fucking robots in the vaccines. They're fucking forcing. One of the biggest fucking bullshit lies out there right now was that there was a vaccine mandate. There was no vaccine mandate. Even the one that Joe Biden tried to use on government employees was shot down by the fucking government, by the judicial system. There was never a mandate in place for anybody unless you worked in the private sector, and that wasn't a fucking mandate that was made by the government. It was a a mandate made by a private business, because you want to fucking know why? Because they are for profit. And they want your ass at work. They don't want you sick, and they definitely don't want you getting the other people that fucking work there sick. That's why they wanted you to take the vaccine. Not because they fucking cared about you. Not because they fucking believe COVID was this or that. It's because fucking Target wanted you to show up to work and not get fucking Ethel sick. Okay? That's why. And this is my fucking problem with conspiracy theorists, is when you finally call them on their bullshit, they're like, hey, all I said was it didn't stop transmission. That's all I said. Bullshit. You said like 10 other fucking things. And now you're just claiming the one thing that you said that I was like, yeah, that probably actually is true. You're probably actually right about that. God damn it.
The government was telling people, Americans, that it would. I was saying that because I was looking at the monkey studies in May of 2020.
See, he's like, I was just doing normal stuff. I definitely didn't spread a bunch of other shit. Somebody fucking just hold this dude's book in front of his face. It's got a goddamn big up from Rob Schneider in it. Look, if you write a book and Rob Schneider is your fucking supporting source, that might be the one fucking book that I am willing to burn. Rob Schneider does not fucking equate to being a legitimate source for COVID vaccine information. I'm not fucking lying about this. Look it up. Look up RFK Jr.'s book. It's got a fucking Rob Schneider saying, like, this is real information. It's all good. This is great. RFK Jr. is amazing. Fucking Deuce Bigelow. God damn it.
I was called a conspiracy. Now everybody admits it. I was called a conspiracy theorist because I said red dye caused cancer. and now FDA has acknowledged that and banned it. I was called a conspiracy theorist because I said fluoride lowered IQ. Last week, JAMA published a meta-review of 87 studies saying that there's a direct inverse correlation.
And that's the problem right there. That is absolutist language. There is a direct correlation. There is no direct correlation. Even in that fucking meta study, it does not say there is a direct correlation between fluoride and lower IQ.
Between IQ loss.
All right, so I'm going to assume
I could go on for about a week.
So is there any one of them that you can say, you got me? That really was a conspiracy theory? Or are you in a position to submit for the record? I think it'd just be helpful for...
Good job. Exactly. That right there. Because that's fucking conspiracy theorists in a nutshell. They're like, we're always right. No. You're like wrong 99.5% of the time. And then 0.5% of the time, you get one thing in a whole fucking plethora of things to be true. And you're like, see, I'm not a conspiracy theory. What is the shit they always say? It's conspiracy for 10 years and then 30 years later, it's truth. No, it isn't. 30 years later, nobody remembers the fucking wild-ass claims you made about it killing people in 5 years. That's the problem, is out of the entirety of your argument is you're going to die in 5 years from the vaccine. It's shedding and fucking people are getting it through the air. It's got robots in it, bro. They're tracking you. And I fucking know this shit because people not only share this shit with me, but then they share what they believe is supporting evidence. One of the things I can bring up is the fact that people fucking constantly said, oh, there's microchips inside of it. And then to fucking prove their point, they showed the fucking mental medicines that people take that have fucking trackers or whatever the fuck they are in them to make sure that people know, the people that give them the medicines know that they're actually taking them. They're like, see, they do that. They do that. No, they do that. That doesn't mean it's in the fucking vaccine. And that there's a completely different use for something like that. And that's exactly what a conspiracy theorist does. Is go, look, it is happening. Yeah, there are things that are happening. You're probably giving these fuckers those ideas, you morons. They probably had fucking, actually, we should be tracking these motherfuckers. Thanks, Bill on the internet.
For every one of these narratives, for you to submit that maybe.
It drives me nuts.
Last year, the insurance industry in this country made over $70 billion.
Here we go, Bernie.
While at the same time, 85 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. Do you agree with me that the United States should join every other major country on earth and guarantee health?
That's my man right there. Good job, Bernie. Good job, Bernie.
Care to all.
And this is something that RFK Jr. should agree with. Like, this is the problem with the Trump spin. This is the problem with people that join the Trump camp. There are plenty of things about RFK Jr. that, like, baseline, like, before he became a Trump supporter, before he started getting on the MAGA grip, before he started doing fucking like this hyper thing, like when it came to like his involvement with the EPA, when he was doing environmental protection shit, perfectly fine. You want to like talk about studies and you want to like, judge the effectiveness of medicines and look into things and question things. Great. That's all good, man. And there was a point where it wasn't fucking quite insane. And he would say something like, Americans deserve health care. He would. He'd 100% be like fucking, yeah, Americans deserve health care. Or fucking, he wouldn't say it this well. He'd say, anyways. But he would fucking agree. If he doesn't agree right here.
All people as a human right. Yes? No?
Senator, I can't give you a yes or no.
I can't give you a yes or no. That's what happens when you get too close to Trump. It's like I don't know how many brain cells the worm ate. I don't know how many brain cells the worm ate. It might ate like most of them. I could be wrong. He could have came into this with like 6 left, right? But it's like the closer you get to Trump, it's like he has an aura of stupidity. It's like the closer you get to him, the dumber you fucking get. Like, not even 4 years ago, 5 years ago, if RFK Jr. had been asked that question, it would be an unequivocal yes. Yes. I mean, your whole fucking shield, Everything that you supposedly run on is making America healthy again. Part of that, and even RFK Jr. 5 years ago wouldn't have denied this, would have been your capability of going to a doctor and getting certain medicines that are appropriate to people. I think he would say that diet's important. I think that he would say exercise is important, even though the motherfucker's 100% on TRT, allegedly. Motherfucker's doing something, okay? He ain't fucking rocking those weights the way he's rocking them if he ain't on some fucking TRT at his age. The dude's a hypocrite. He's 100% a fucking hypocrite.
Answer that question.
Healthcare a human right.
Go for the
Is
America.
healthcare a human right?
In the way that free speech is a human right.
Bro, just say yes. It's not even a fucking... It's Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders just like fucking say people should be able to go to the doctor if they need to. And he's like, oh, well, you know, free speech. Like I said, they're fucking NPCs. Every one of these fucking people, they're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? He's asking me a hard question. Bring up free speech, bro. Bring up free speech. Holy shit. These are the worst fucking magicians on the face of Earth.
In the way that free speech is a human right,
Yeah.
I would say it's different because...
Are there any sane people left? Are there? I need to know that. Like, because all I see is fucking nut jobs nowadays. The burn and the worm. Is this the best we can do, America? Are these, like, is Donald Trump a dude with like an IQ of like maybe like 47? That's the one that's getting me thrown in the gulag right there, guys. When that one right there, when that one gets seen, that's what gets me thrown in the gulag. Donald Trump probably legit has an IQ under 70. I'm not fucking even joking. That's actually my opinion. He's probably got an IQ under 70, okay? You got a dude that bankrupted casinos, that has consistently sued his own employees to not pay them. He ran a scam university. You've got a dude with a fucking worm in his brain that can't talk, that can't say straight out that fucking healthcare is a human right, even though he runs on Make America Healthy Again. Are there any fucking sane people left? Because the ones that are running the country are fucking insane. These people are fucking nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy.
If with free speech doesn't cost anybody anything, but in healthcare, if you...
The military would like to see you about that one, sir. Free speech doesn't cost anybody anything. I think you might want to talk to some people in the military about that.
Smoke cigarettes for 20 years and you get cancer, you are now taking...
Hold on. Is he defending? Holy shit. He's saying... I'm going to let him finish, but if I get what he's saying here, he's saying that a person that smokes cigarettes for 20 years shouldn't have the right to access healthcare. This is a guy that's telling you that Big Pharma is doing all these conspiracy bullshit to fuck you. And by the way, I'm not a Big Pharma fan. Not a fan, okay? But he's telling you that Big Pharma is running these conspiracies. They're duping you. They're getting you to believe all this shit. And now he's going to use the example of tobacco that has literally fucking brainwashed people and told them for a large part of their fucking existence that smoking cigarettes wouldn't even give you cancer. That person that's been smoking for 20 years that was duped by fucking society to believe that it was the cool thing to do. Like, that person doesn't deserve healthcare? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit, hypocrisy.
Well, and so are you guaranteed the same right, or is there also a duty?
I'm sorry. I'd love to talk for an hour with you. We got a few minutes left here.
Yeah, but he just wants to he wants to talk to you for an hour. So he doesn't have to answer your fucking question.
All right. Every other country on earth says healthcare, whether you're poor or rich, young or old, is a human right. I'm not hearing you say that. All right, you've talked about the drug companies, and maybe...
Oh, Bernie. Bernie goes so fucking hard.
We agree on this one. As you all know, despite the drug companies making over $100 billion in profits, paying CEOs outrageous compensation packages, we in some cases pay 10 times more for the same drug.
These are softballs, dog. They're softballs. Like, this is like, you should be able to fucking just, like, hit these out the fucking park. Even the MAGA fucking morons are like, oh, all that big pharma. Like, even the MAGA morons have to be like, fucking, I would like to. I mean, the example RFK Jr. just used probably describes like 60% of MAGA. Fucking 20-year-long smoker that has cancer. Have you seen these people? They are not exactly Adonises, okay? They are Gravy Seals Team 6. They are fucking out there eating McDonald's. So you're telling me Donald Trump deserves better health care than I do? He fucking ate all the cheeseburgers. The only thing he ever did in his fucking life was inherit money from his father and take advantage of the system.
Will you support legislation that I will introduce which says that in America we should not be paying a nickel more for prescription drugs than people around the rest of the world? Yes, no?
To equalize it.
Not to equalize it, that we should not be paying more than other countries for the same day.
Yeah, that's just straight up. He's just asking you. That's it's an easy one, dog. Just you guys are good at lying even. Just be like, yeah.
I'm drunk.
President Trump has asked me, in fact, I had a meeting with President Trump
Holy fuck, brother.
a week ago where we showed him the charts.
He knows the charts.
God damn it, man.
We're paying 10 times more from Europe.
That's right. And are you going to commit to us that you will end that absurdity?
I think in principle we can. We should.
Oh, bro, just say yes. Just go, yeah, I'm down with that. Or drop a, it's a no from me, dog. Like, you can do that too. It's acceptable. I'm just like one or the other, bro. Just fucking say yes.
We should end that disparity.
Good. Okay. That's great. All right. I happen to believe that climate change is real. It's an
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one because RFK Jr. was an EPA lawyer.
existential threat, and it is a
Ron Kennedy took up
issue.
flying.
Donald Trump thinks that it is a hoax originating in China. Question is, in your judgment,
Dude, he's not going to be able to answer this yes or no. And if you would have asked him 5 years ago, he would have said yes. Please just say yes. Just one win. That's all I'm asking for is just one win, right? Like, one return to sanity. That's all I want from just all of this right here. It's not much to ask for. Just one return to sanity. Just say, yeah, dude, I was a lawyer for the EPA. 100% climate change is affecting the world.
is climate change a hoax, or is it real, causing devastating problems?
President Trump and I, from the beginning, from our first meeting, agreed to disagree on that issue. I believe climate change is existential. My job is to make Americans healthy again.
You were so close, bro. You were so close. That was a half yes. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get a W out of this one. I need one W. I'm going to take that.
All right, you believe that, you disagree with Trump, you don't think climate change is a hoax, is what I'm hearing.
My job here is to...
Jesus fucking Christ! God damn it, man! Just say yes! You can't be that afraid of Donald Trump, bro! Like, why are people afraid? Well, I understand why normal people are afraid of Donald Trump. Like, that motherfucker, the next thing you know, you're going to end up with a fucking gag ball in your mouth down in Donald Trump's basement. He's going to be servicing you with all inch and a half of his orange mushroom. Like, I get why, normal people are fucking worried about Donald Trump. But, why would fucking RFK grow a pair, bro? Just fucking say, Donald Trump is wrong. Is it that fucking hard to say your fucking fearless leader is wrong? Come on, dog.
I'll just ask you that, Mr. Kennedy, not a trick question.
I answered your question, Senator Sanders.
Okay, you disagree with the president
Jesus
on that.
Christ.
I answered your question.
Wow. What a bitch.
Okay. I'm going to pick up on a point
Punk
that Senator
ass.
Hassan made. Look, there is no question that abortion...
See, we need to do a Senate confirmation for me. You guys, I'm going to set you guys up like you guys are senators, and we're going to do a Senate confirmation with me. You guys get to ask me these questions, and you get to hear my answers. And my wife's going to be the president, so that way you guys know I'm not full of shit, okay? Because there's one person I'm not disagreeing with, and that's my wife, okay? But Senate confirmation hearing, if you're like, your wife said that climate change is a hoax. Do you believe it's a hoax? I mean, like, oh, it's crazy. Is she here? Because she's crazy. That's what's going to happen.
is a divisive issue in this country.
Oh, dude. They know he's watching that shit.
Are pro-choice. There's a strong minority.
You guys saw Vivek got the fucking axe. I'm going to make a video on that. You guys see Vivek the other day? He was like, Jesse Waters straight up called him out, and he was like, so you got fired by Elon, huh? And he's like, that's not really what happened. That's not really what happened. Like, motherfucker, that's 100% what happened. You called Americans dumb jocks, and Donald Trump was like, yeah, you can't do that. We're idiots. We don't like that.
Already pro-life. A year and a half ago, you went to New Hampshire, running for president, gave a speech, and you talked about government should not tell a woman what
here we
she
go
can
again.
do with
Oh,
her
dude's
own
getting
body.
roasted
That's
again on this one.
pro-choice.
Oh, they're
Now,
going back.
I think everybody on that side is pro-life. I think everybody here is pro-choice. I have never seen any major politician flip on that issue quite as quickly as you did when Trump asked you to become
now
HHS
Elon's getting denied.
secretary.
Yeah.
Tell me
The House
why
is
you
not a good
think
place right now.
people should have confidence in your consistency and in your word when you really made a major U-turn on an issue of that importance in such a short time.
Dude's just getting straight up punked by Donald
Senator,
Trump.
I believe, and I've always believed, that every abortion is a tragedy.
Yeah, I like his,
told
like, he
the
wrote that
people of
shit
New
down.
Hampshire
He
that it
wrote
was
that
their
shit.
right.
It's like on the back of his palm.
All right,
He's
let me
like,
do a last
I
question.
believe
Somebody
every
had
abortion is a tragedy.
I think the gist of what you were trying
Oh,
to
they
say
all
today
brought.
is...
Hold on, are they using the same slides? Do they share slides, or does each senator show up with just fucking those things under their arm? They just walk in with that shit, just put them up there. Like, dude, god damn. What up, Sean? What's up, DM?
You're really pro-vaccine, you want to ask questions. You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense.
Oh, nice. These are different slides.
Originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things.
Oh,
clothing
no.
For babies. One
Oh,
of them is
no.
titled Unfaxed, Unafraid. Next one.
Damn, look at Elizabeth Warren's like, I didn't even know he was bringing these. Wow, that's hot. Holy shit. That is crazy. Holy shit, dude. Who the fuck puts that on their kid? Once again, can we just talk about how fucking nuts some of this stuff is? I mean, my daughter did have a shirt that said my first Eagles jersey on it. So that was pretty, I crossed the line. Especially since she became a Dolphins fan, okay? So that was crossing a line on my part. What happened to the days? What happened to the days when it was like, my mom's the pretty one, I take after her? Like, what happened to the days of putting shit like #1 Bengals fan on your fucking kid? Also, that's kind of mean too, to be honest with you. But, when did we start turning our children into advertisements for being unvaxxed and unafraid? What the fuck? When did your kid become a vaccination fucking billboard? Holy shit, that's crazy. Dude, let me just be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I meet you and your kid is wearing that, I don't care how cool you are. Like, you could be like the funniest fucking human being on earth. You could be an Eagles fan. You could be a fellow ginger. You could have all those things going for you. If you're like, here, want to hold my kid? I'm going to be like, ah! Shit's got polio. Nah. Don't cancel me. We ain't hanging out after that. All right? There's a couple things that if I walk into your house, I've told this joke before. If I walk into your house and I'm like, man, I got to use the bathroom. I had too many beers. Where your bathroom at? And you're like, oh, down the hall. Actually, that one, my wife's in that one. You can go and use the bedroom because you're cool. So just go ahead and go in the bedroom. If I go use the bathroom in your bedroom and like your closet's open and you got like 8 different Donald Trump shirts, like I voted for the felon, you know, fucking, yeah, fucking White Lives Matter, shit like that. Oh, don't clip that. Clip it. If I see that shit in your closet, I'm going to pee and then I'm like, oh, you know, I got a cough. Oh, man, I am not feeling, I think I better go. You guys are not vaccinated. I better get out of here before I kill you all. YouTube, don't ban me. It was a joke. Jesus Christ. YouTube's always watching. My fucking viewer account's about to go in half because YouTube's like, fucking cut that shit off. That's one thing. And if you try to hand me your kid and your kid has an unvaxxed and unafraid onesie on, I'm gone. I'm good. I'm done. If your kid's got Trump shit on, like, I can't hang out. I ain't jank. We can't have a beer, okay?
One and it's sold for $26 a piece. Next one is
look at
no
his
vax,
ass.
no problem. Now you're coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine.
The question is whether or not RFK even knows this shit was on the website. Like, is he like finding out about this like right now? Is there like a fucking like a 26-year-old fucking marketing genius that's about to get fired?
Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you?
Once again. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine if you're one of the kids that the Republican parents got you to do the Nazi salute on TikTok. So this is your background. This is what all these kids' background is going to look like. They're going to have videos of them on TikTok doing a Nazi salute with grandma, okay, because they're owning the libs. And then their baby pictures are going to be them with a onesie that says unvaxxed and unafraid on it. Dude, I can only just guess what it's going to be like after World War III and we all nuke each other and the cavemen 10,000 years from now unearth these secrets. Please learn from us, future Neanderthals. Okay, I'm not a biologist. Let's just not even talk about the homogenesis, okay? MAGA, that's not what you think it is.
Tell us now that you will, now that you are
CBS, those kids.
vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market.
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power. You can make that call.
Bro said, I'd totally take that shit down, but I can't because that's actually my pop's website. Like I don't do that. Like that's not me. That's like I don't even have kids. I don't even have kids.
Are you supportive of
this? What the fuck was that?
I've had nothing to do with leadership.
Are you supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of these?
Oh shit! Somebody clip that. Oh, somebody clip RFK saying, I'm supportive of vaccines. Dude, start circulating that shit like right now. Start circulating the RFK said, I'm in support of vaccines. We are about to have a MAGA meltdown. The fucking White House, the fucking Mar-a-Lago, Elon's cottage, it's all about to go up in flames. If the MAGA supporters find out that RFK Jr. said he is in support of vaccines, this shit is over. They're like, he's got the bots in him. The Bill Gates bots got to him.
This clothing, which is militantly
what up, Tommy?
Anti-vaccine.
I am supportive of vaccines.
Laughing very awkwardly.
I want good science, and I want to protect
But
vaccines.
you will not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Right now, there's a
Dude, Bernie's a real one, though. Bernie's a real one. God, you know what I love the most about that? All the fucking fake ass said that they like Bernie, bullshit ass wannabe Bernie bros that said that they love Bernie, that fucking became RFK supporters. Take that shit. Take that all over your face. All over your face. Enjoy that.
the 40-year-old law that requires hospital ERs accepting payment from Medicare to actually provide emergency care to patients. So let's say a woman experiencing a life-threatening condition like a heart attack goes to the ER. As a lawyer, you would agree that that federal law protects her right to emergency care, correct?
Yes.
So now,
as a softball, good job, RFK.
With life-threatening bleeding from an incomplete miscarriage goes to the ER. Let me rephrase that so you can hear. A pregnant woman with a life-threatening bleeding from an incomplete miscarriage goes to the ER, and her doctor also determines that she needs an emergency abortion. But she's in a state where abortion is banned.
This is a waffle question right here. He's going to say something about state rights, right? This is going to be some NPC shit right here.
Would agree also as an attorney that federal law protects her right to that emergency care, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, bro! Come on! It's fucking softballs, dude. These aren't even hard questions. Like, fucking 99% of MAGA Republicans don't even fucking give a shit. They don't. They don't care. Like, they just say that shit because they know that's what their group believes. They know that the fucking party politics is fucking you're pro-life, bro. But 99% of these fucking MAGA morons don't actually give a fuck. If you were like, yo, do you think that if a woman is dying, I don't care, give me another bear. Jesus
My
Christ.
understanding is that I have budgetary power and that it's pretty much limited to that. But if you tell me I have another authority, I don't even think that.
Well, let me tell you,
we
you
have
do.
a law enforcement branch at HHS.
Actually, you do.
Damn. That's like me, like as a manager. That's like me as a manager, and like one of my employees comes to me and he's like, so yeah, you know, as far as like my work schedule goes, like, you know, you gave me 30 hours and I really need those 32 to get those benefits. And, you know, if you could make that happen to me, make that happen for me, that I'd really appreciate that. And I'm like, you know, hey, do I make the schedule? Do I make the, and he's like, yeah, you do, actually. You do. Do I? What? No. That's crazy. Anyways, like, bro, she said you do. Oh, damn. This is so good. RFK Jr. I knew this was going to be entertaining.
Well, let me tell you,
we
you
have
do.
a law enforcement branch at HHS.
Actually, you do, and that's CMS. CMS actually investigates complaints of EMTALA violations, as well as the Health and Human Services Inspector General, who, by the way, was just recently fired by Donald Trump. So you will be enforcing EMTALA laws, and it's important that you understand their impact and don't play politics with the patient presenting at the ER based on a position that this administration has taken.
So, Mr. Kennedy, I want to start with something that I think you and I agree on, and that is that Big Pharma has too much power in Washington.
See, these are softballs, dude. You got Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders fucking just giving you like easy questions that, like, I'm not saying that they're not doing a good job, by the way. I think they're doing a great job. But I'm saying this is something they agree on. It's like saying, like, fucking, like, you know, like, you don't like Big Pharma. We agree that Big Pharma is in the pocket of too many politicians, and we dislike that. We should all agree that charging insurmountable amounts of money for medications to people that are working poor is ridiculous, right? Like, we agree on that. And it's like he won't even fucking answer those questions straight. I mean, obviously we're about to hear what Warren says here, but like, that's just the type of dishonesty I can't stand. Okay? Like, Donald Trump is full of shit. All right? Dude stands up there and spouts the most ridiculous, crazy bullshit you will ever hear in your life. But you know why Donald Trump does, because that's who Donald Trump is. He doesn't even fucking half the time know the words that are coming out of his mouth. He just heard them from somebody else and he's just repeating that shit. RFK Jr. doesn't even have that fucking excuse. RFK Jr. knows. He was an EPA lawyer. He knows about fucking climate change and all that stuff, and he chooses to fucking go around the question. He knows these things because he's been literally fucking writing books and going on podcasts and talking about them. And then to be dishonest in a way that in some way like makes Donald Trump feel better about what you're saying at the Senate hearing, rather than to just stay true to yourself and be like, yeah, you know, Big Pharma has been taking advantage of people and we don't like that. And we think that, like some of the fucking studies and stuff may or may not have been, people have profited by giving, positive support to some of these drugs. Like, you can say those things and he's choosing to not even fucking do that. It's crazy.
You said that President Trump asked you
Later,
to,
Bucket.
quote, clean up corruption and conflicts. Sounds great. You've said that you will,
Appreciate
quote,
you, Bucket.
slam shut the revolving door between government agencies and the companies they regulate. That also sounds great. So here's
Right?
an easy question. Will you commit that when you leave this job, you will not accept compensation from a drug company, a medical device company, a hospital system, or a health insurer for at least 4 years, including...
She said, are you 10 toes down? Do you believe the shit that you are spouting? Once again, easy one. Easy one. All he has to, like, every politician up there will fucking lie so quickly about this shit. Like, all he has to do is say, like, fucking, I definitely won't accept money from those companies. Like, it's an easy one.
As a lobbyist or a board member.
Can you just repeat the last part of the question? Can I commit
You're
to
not going to take money from drug companies.
He said, can you repeat the last part of the question before I commit to that? It's not a hard question, dude.
In any way, shape, or form.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm happy to commit to that.
Okay, good. That's what I figured.
Thank God.
I said it's an easy question to start with.
Dude, he looks so uncomfortable. Like, my dude, that should be like a moment for you. That's easy. Easy peasy, dog. Why are you so uncomfortable? Because we know why. Because your ass is going to take money.
And I think you're right on this.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
Let's keep going. Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, none of them want to give him money. So, yeah, okay.
It's just a really simple question.
He's like, I can answer to the affirmative on that one.
I want to know if you will commit right now that not only will you not go to work for drug companies, you won't go to work suing the drug companies and taking your rake out of that while you're a secretary and for 4 years after. It's just...
I'll commit to not taking any fees from drug companies while I'm secretary.
No, I'm asking about fees from suing drug companies.
Damn, Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is tearing that ass up in the nicest way possible.
Will you agree not to do that?
You're asking me to not sue drug companies, and I'm not going to agree to that,
drug
Senator.
companies as much as you want.
I'm not going to agree to not sue drug companies.
Wow, dude. Wow. She just wrecked his ass. Holy shit.
So let's do a quick count here.
That's crazy.
Of how, as Secretary of HHS, if you get confirmed, you could influence every one of those lawsuits. Well, let me start the list. You could publish your anti-vaccine conspiracies, but this time on U.S. government letterhead, something a jury might be impressed by. You could appoint people to the CDC vaccine panel who share your anti-vax views and let them do your dirty work. You could tell the CDC vaccine panel to remove a particular vaccine from the vaccine schedule. You could remove vaccines from special compensation programs which would open up manufacturers to mass torts. You could make more injuries eligible for compensation even if there is no causal evidence. You could change vaccine court processes to make it easier to bring junk lawsuits. You could turn over FDA data to your friends at the law firm, and they could use it however it benefited them. You could change vaccine labeling. You could change vaccine information rules. You could change which claims are compensated in the vaccine injury compensation program.
Is he crying? Because he should be. Dude, he is getting torn open right now.
There's a lot of ways that you can influence those future lawsuits and pending lawsuits while you are Secretary of HHS, and I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits so that what you do as Secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question. You and I, you have said
You're asking me, Senator, you're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
Look, no one should be fooled here. As Secretary of HHS,
that's what they get for calling
Robert
fucking
Kennedy will
Pocahontas.
have the power to
Fuck his ass
undercut
up.
vaccines and vaccine manufacturing across our
Y'all done fucked up making Elizabeth Warren mad. You guys have been fucking with her too long. Too long!
country. And for all of his talk about follow the science and his promise that he won't interfere with those of us who want to vaccinate his kids, the bottom line is the same.
He's over there. Is that Trump throat deep in him over there right now? Is Trump all up in the back of that man's wind box right now? Because that's what it sounds like. Holy shit.
Kennedy can kill off access to vaccines and make millions of dollars while he does it. Kids might die, but Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
Senator, I support vaccines.
Dude, did somebody laugh? Hold on. Did somebody laugh when he said that shit?
But Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
Senator, I support vaccines.
Somebody chuckled. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a fucking circus. Holy shit, dude. We haven't even gotten to the Nazi kids on fucking TikTok. I thought that was going to be the funny part. We have not even gotten to the fucking kids on TikTok with their Republican parents giving Nazi salutes. And this has already been fucking amazing.
I support the childhood schedule. I will do that. The only thing I want is good science, and that's it.
How about then say you won't make money off what you do as Secretary of HHS?
Dude, like, that shouldn't be hard. Just say yes. If you're like 10 toes down, if you're like, seriously, like, does RFK Jr. need a bunch more money? I'm sure he has fucking plenty. Like, just say you're not going to take any money from that shit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's not that hard.
Mr. Kennedy, you have compared the CDC's work to Nazi death camps.
Ooh. Like I said, the funniest thing is he's written all this shit in a book.
You've compared it to sexual abusers in the Catholic Church.
Damn.
You've also said that many of them belong, this is a direct quote, many of them belong in jail. For me, those are disturbing characterizations of the CDC workers that I know who are trying to keep the American public safe every single day. And as you are presented as the nominee for this position, I need to know, do you stand by those statements that you made in the past, or do you retract those previous statements?
Senator, I don't believe that I ever compared the CDC to Nazi death camps. I support the CDC. My job is not...
I'm pretty sure he did.
...dismantle or harm the CDC. My job is to empower the scientists if I'm privileged to be confirmed.
So you retract those statements?
I'm not retracting it. I never said it.
Well, actually, I have a transcript.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Bro, like, it's so weird to watch people in this day and age where everything is like electronically, like everything has receipts, be like, nah, I didn't say that shit. And then somebody's like, well, here's you talking about that shit.
Of me saying that it's a Nazi death camp?
Yeah, let me read your words. It says that the
Let me read your words.
institution, CDC, and the vaccine program, is your description of their work, is more important than the children that it's supposed to protect. And you know, it's the same reason we had a pedophile scandal in the Catholic Church. It's because people were able to convince themselves that the institution of the church was more important than these little boys and girls who were being raped. That's pretty provocative language. You said in another statement to me, this is like Nazi death camp. I mean,
He said to me, this is like a Nazi death camp. That is literally like you comparing that shit. You can't say to me, that makes it like a Nazi death camp. That is definitively a comparing statement.
Let me finish. I'm just reading your words. I mean, what happened to these kids? Camp. I mean, raped. That's pretty provocative language. You said
can't play it twice in the fucking
in another statement
YouTube?
to me, this is like Nazi death camp. I mean, let me finish. I'm just reading your words. I mean, what happened to these kids? 1 in 31 boys in this country, their minds are being robbed from them.
Yeah, I was not comparing the CDC to Nazi death camps. I was comparing the injury rate to our children to other atrocities.
Is that better? Is that better? I mean, isn't that like saying that people are in support of Nazi death camps? Is that better? I don't think that's better, dude.
And I wouldn't compare of course, the CDC to Nazi death camps to the extent.
Just like everybody else? Just everybody else gets compared to it? Fucking, how is that better, dude?
And any statement that I made has been interpreted that way. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I say a lot of shit on here too, and if you guys ever call me out on that, that's gonna be the excuse I use. Yeah, whatever you guys say and how you interpret it, I disagree with that. You don't even need to tell me how you feel about it. I just disagree with however you interpret it as, just so you guys know. It's a legal defense.
In 2003,
oh fuck,
the United States Congress Government Oversight Committee ended a.
Do you guys know how the vaccine injury sites work? I'm going to say this just in case you guys don't know. So as far as vaccine injuries go, anybody can report a vaccine injury for any reason. There is no follow-up. There is no confirmation. You don't have to provide evidence. You can literally just say, I took a vaccine and then this thing happened. And that's why you have so many fucking claims. The number of those claims that actually get prosecuted in any way, shape, or form are extremely rare. And that's because, yes, there are times that people do get injured through a vaccine because either, genetically they're predisposed to that type of injury, or they're allergic, or there's lots of reasons. You're a human being. You're made up of a complicated a network of biology. And when you introduce a vaccine into that, sometimes that can be bad for certain people. But the overwhelming majority of people that take vaccines are perfectly fucking fine. And just because your Aunt Jill fucking got a vaccine and then got in a car wreck, it doesn't mean the vaccine caused a car wreck. That's not how it fucking works. And the funniest fucking thing is that these people use COVID in the opposite way. Oh, well, they were calling COVID deaths for somebody that had cancer, and this guy had it was considered a COVID death, but he had a heart attack or whatever it is. But you can't put it on the same way of thinking. It's like, I actually agree with that. I actually agree that if somebody got in a car accident and it was marked as COVID, which I don't even know if that happened, but people say it did, that would be wrong. That would be wrong. Just like I think that if you go on a fucking website that has zero follow-up and you put on that website that your Aunt Jill died in a car accident is because of a fucking vaccine, that's also bad. That's called being consistent. Jesus Christ.
An over a year investigation that
I ain't
CDC,
hiring this motherfucker.
and used almost that same language. They said that the CDC, just one division, one branch, the immunization.
Sean, this is the type of interview where you get up with the dude and you go, here, let me walk you to the door. All right, hey, you have a good one, okay? Hope you do good out there. Good luck. And then you shut the fucking door. That's what you do.
Safety Office had put institutional self-interest and pharmaceutical profits ahead of the welfare and health of American children. So that was a conclusion by Congress.
And this is what fucking Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders both tried to say to you, bro, is people agree with you when it comes to pharmaceuticals and the cost of pharmaceuticals. You didn't agree that you would fucking help lower the cost on those drugs. If you agree with that, then you should fucking first start there. You don't have to stop there, but you can start with making sure that people can access those fucking medicines. And then next, you can move on to fucking following through with the science and talking about the fact that, the pharmaceutical industry was incentivized to create these medicines, but they're also incentivized to make them safe. Just by the way, that is the honest to God truth of the situation is if you are a fucking gigantic corporation that produces something that kills tons of people, you're not going to make money. That's just not the way that works. In fact, many of our pharmaceutical companies that did go that route did get in huge amounts of trouble. Not big enough. I agree with that. There's still further to go. Like, nobody is saying that there isn't anything there to be looked at. Nobody is saying that you're just going to like, oh, we're just balls deep in pharmaceutical and they can do whatever they want with our children. Nobody believes that shit. It's the extremes. It's the idea that you're making everybody so fucking afraid of the MMR vaccine that the fucking MMR vaccine has been studied more than any other vaccine or medicine or fucking anything. They have studies on something like 2 million children with autism. And there is absolutely no link to autism and the MMR vaccine. But that's something that fucking RFK believes.
I repeated that.
I'm asking you because you're the nominee for HHS.
Yeah, this guy was running for the president. Exactly, the people.
Senator, my objective is to support the CDC. There's nothing I'm going to do that is going to harm CDC. I want to make sure that our science is gold standard science, so that it's free from that same government oversight investigation committee found that the panels, the ACIP panel within CDC, I think 97% of the people on it had conflicts. I don't believe that that's right. I think we need to end those conflicts. And
I hear what he's saying, but who are you going to put in those positions? They have conflicts, as in they have like some type of connection to a pharmaceutical company? You mean that they have an education and they believe the science of those pharmaceutical companies? What do you mean when you say 97% of those people? Because that's a fucking super high percentage to be making that type of accusation.
And make sure that scientists are doing unobstructed science.
So I want to enter this statement, by the way, into the record without objection.
Without objection. This hearing will be adjourned. I still encourage the audience to be polite and respectful no matter what side of the issues you... Hold
on, that man's name is Mr. Crapo? His name is Mr. Crapo. That's the dude that should be leading this show. I'm going to be honest with you. If you guys ask me who should be in charge of the next 4 years of this circus, it's Mr. Crapo. Definitely Mr. Crapo.
You may be on. And Mr. Kennedy, I look forward to working with you.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, like, if any Democrats confirm him, I'm done. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know what the answer is anymore. If any Democrats confirm RFK Jr., I'm done. I can't. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.